What's up, YouTube? Hope you guys are good. My name is Jordan. I am a fashion designer from Vancouver, Canada, and I run a brand called Year 2000. Right now, we're just in my studio. It's a bit of a mess. Got all my stuff here, equipment. I'll list that. Anyways, this year, 2020, I wanted to start a YouTube channel and really get into behind the scenes of my brand, as well as hopefully interview some other brands out there and really provide some information for you guys that will help you start your brand or streetwear brand, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty much the only word that anyone uses to call this type of clothing line. So yeah, we're going to run with that. This is just a disclaimer that everything I know I learned from How to Make It in America. So you could just skip this and go watch that show.
Mark Buchanan for the salt of the jackets, 150 apiece.
Guys, let's see the vendor's permit.
What? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's right here.
Let's see it.
All right, if you're still here, I'm going to go over screen printing, which is kind of a fundamental t-shirt making process. And yeah, it's kind of a necessity if you want to make a brand. So I'm going to walk through how I make these screens by hand, get these images on to the mesh, and yeah, we're going to print some stuff up. All right, guys, so this is the image that we are working off of. This is kind of the original mock-up that I made. It's the Dawn of the Last Millennium print. Originally I had this as a 4-color print, but decided to reduce it. And how we did that turned out like this. You guys might have seen another type of screen printing that involves photosensitive emulsion. It's just the original way that printers use to get this type of design onto a screen. And you can obviously do that as well. But for me, I like this forever transfer paper. I think it's quicker and easier, and you are still able to get these types of details, which are called halftones. And I'm not going to go into it too much, but basically it's a way to get this type of gradient fading effect with just a 1-color screen. So yeah, this is what the print is going to look like up close, and let's get back to pressing it on the screen. Alright, I'm going to go over the setup that I use for making screens. This is just a simple frame made out of 1x1 from Home Depot. I'm not going to do a full tutorial on that just because it's really boring and it's really simple, but basically you just build the frame and stretch some mesh over top of that, and you got to make sure that it's nice and tight. Use staples to put it down. This is an important bit. It is a special paper made by Forever. It's called Laser Dark No Cut.
It's sort of complicated, but basically
you print out on this first sheet the design that you want to do, and all of this negative space is going to end up as negative space on this screen. So when we run ink across it with a squeegee, it's going to produce an image with that negative space. So all this white area here does not have any ink from the printer on it. And this special sheet here, the B sheet, is going to react with the ink, and when we heat it and pull it back apart, the glue or adhesive is going to be left on this ink and create that negative space stencil that we're going to use. Cool, so we got our material lined up here. I'm not going to go too into the details because when you get the package you'll see the times and settings. Preheat it, put this in. Alright, sorry I couldn't show you that. I was running out of time, but yeah, basically once it's heated, you quickly peel it, and what's left like I said, is that negative space and all those little halftone dots. We got the screen and we got the forever paper. We're gonna press it on. Next step is to slowly peel this backing off, and you're gonna be left with the design printed on there. All right, we got the image here, and one of the last steps is to tape all these empty areas around the image so that ink doesn't get through onto the shirt. Screen locked into the press. This is a 6-color press. The screen comes down and locks into the sides so it always lands in the same place. That way you know where you're printing. And we got the squeegee set up here with some white ink and a test shirt. The squeegee you're gonna set to about a 45-degree angle and give some nice pressure, just enough to get the screen in contact with the shirt. And you're gonna pull. You want to hear that scraping noise over the mesh, and that's how you know you've cleared it. And when you pull it up, try not to hit my camera here. Everything looks good with this design. It's lined up properly. We're gonna take just our heat gun from Home Depot. It's just a Wagner heat gun. I think it was like 60 bucks, and use that to heat the plastisol ink. Again, there's recommendations on each different type of ink of how much you should heat it. That's something you're gonna have to figure out yourself, but want to heat it to the point that it stretches with the fabric. You gotta be really careful not to get too close, because it will burn the hole right through. But we're gonna heat everything evenly until it's almost a little bit steamy, and you can see some smoke rising up. That's usually when the plastisols reach this curing point. We got the print down. We just did one pass. I'm actually going to use this print to just use the skulls and put it on the bottom of some hoodies. But for this video, I just thought I'd make a couple shirts. Anyways, let's line up a shirt and print that. So another method I use is to not actually use the press here, but just to put a screen down by hand, flop it straight on the shirt, and we'll just use this extra ink here to print out a bloody handprint. Gonna heat it again, of course. Every layer you gotta heat to clear the ink. I'm gonna do the same with this design. Just trying to line it up as best I can here with one hand. And we'll print again. All right, we're done with this custom shirt. I'm gonna take some photos of it here in my little photo studio, which is just a piece of whiteboard on the ground and my iPhone X. But I will put this up on my site tonight, and it's only gonna be $20. So first come, first serve. It's a size medium. I'll put a code right here for what to search on the site, and you'll be able to find it. And yeah, good luck guys, and thanks for watching.